Chris Weidman is the UFC middleweight champion!
Chris Weidman was one of the scariest, most dangerous champions in the sport. His ruthless destruction of Vitor Belfort.
The All-American!
His title-winning effort against Anderson Silva. His vicious knockout of Mark Munoz. There's no doubt that Chris Weidman is one of the best 185-pound fighters alive.
Chris Weidman!
He was a dominant champion, but he was stopped by Luke Rockhold in a fight where he made one critical error. He has an opportunity now to fight Yoel Romero, one of the most devastating and dangerous middleweights arguably ever. A real physical freak. Yoel Romero does stuff inside the octagon that makes grown men look like children. He ragdolls people. His speed is incredible. He has vicious knockout power. And he has all of the strengths that Weidman has.
Yoel Romero has done it again!
Yoel Romero will be facing an incredibly determined Chris Weidman when he steps into the octagon in Madison Square Garden.
I'm so proud to be in New York. I'm coming here right now. I feel this energy. My goal is to win this fight and then go fight for the belt.
It's a very difficult fight for Chris Weidman. It's a very difficult fight for Yoel Romero. And the winner of this fight will get to challenge Michael Bisping for the UFC middleweight title. It is an incredibly important fight for the UFC's middleweight division. Silver medalist in freestyle wrestling in the 2000 Olympics. 11-1 in his MMA record. And undefeated inside the octagon. His lone mixed martial arts loss was to Feijão Capel Cavalcante by stoppage back in 2011. Since then, he has gone on a tear. And when you talk about a guy that's just really incredibly gifted physically, Yoel Romero is the guy that comes to mind.
9 of 11 career wins by knockout.
He's a real physical freak. He's got ridiculous power, and what's interesting about this fight is that his wrestling ability is about as good as it gets for mixed martial arts. He's just a truly sensational wrestler. That has always been one of the big strengths of Chris Weidman. One thing coming into this fight that we should take into consideration is that Weidman will have a height, a 2-inch height, and a reach advantage, and that could play a factor in this fight.
Our fighter description here of the Soldier of God, Yoel Romero, brought to you by Monster Energy. Unleash the Beast. 7-fight win streak, one of 8 Olympic medalists to compete in the Ultimate Fighting Championship.
And he's no spring chicken. He's 39 years old. And how many 39-year-olds look like that? 12. Look at this guy. Look at this.
more time in Albany, New York over the last many years. No fighter on the UFC roster than this man, the All-American. Dream come true tonight for Chris Weidman. Let's let him walk in and enjoy the moment. This is awesome.
Couple things to consider coming into this fight for Chris Weidman. First of all, this is the first time we've seen Chris Weidman return after a defeat, and an absolutely brutal defeat at the hands of Luke Rockhold. Luke Rockhold absolutely beat him down in that fight.
Yep.
Another thing to take into consideration is that he had surgery. He had surgery on his neck. He had a bulging disc that he had repaired. We do not know how he's recovered from that, but obviously it's a very significant issue.
His only career loss, and it was, as you said, a beatdown, courtesy of Luke Rockhold. So there's the mental part of that. Then, Joe, as you pointed out, there's the physical part of recovering from surgery. He does have that man in his corner, Mark Henry, and Ray Longo, who he's been with forever. There's Matt, the Tarasen.
He's absolutely got sensational coaching, no doubt about it. The real question is, again, physically and psychologically, where is he right now? And we will find out shortly.
Rockhold defeated him at UFC 194, but then Luke Rockhold was defeated at UFC 199 by the man who replaced Chris Weidman on a couple of weeks' notice, Michael the Count Bisping,
a.k.a. the champ.
Yes, indeed. There he is, the UFC middleweight champion, watching this fight very closely. Tale of the Tape is brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. The former champ, 32. The Cuban Olympian, 39. Weidman, 6'2", 2 inches taller, and has a significant reach advantage. Once again, we check in with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record, 11 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 185.5 pounds. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, by way of Pinar del Rio, Cuba, presenting the 2000 Olympics freestyle wrestling silver medalist and the #4 ranked middleweight contender in the world, Yoel, Soldier of God, Romero. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 13 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 186 pounds. Fighting out of Baldwin, New York, presenting the former UFC middleweight champion and the #2 ranked middleweight contender in the world, the All-American, Chris Weidman. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Mario Yamasaki.
Mario Yamasaki, our referee. The beautiful Ariana. Chris Weidman. Yoel Romero.
Here we go. First one. You ready? Are you ready? Let's do this.
Here we go. Tonight's Fight Clock brought to you by Budweiser. This Bud's for you. Black trunks for Weidman, white trunks for the southpaw Romero.
And this is a fight that easily could have taken place while Weidman was a champion, and was one that I was really looking forward to just stylistically because of the incredible wrestling background of Yoel Romero, and that being one of the primary strengths of Weidman. I think it's a very interesting matchup.
Unbelievable wrestling background for Romero. Yet 9 of his 11 career victories have come by knockout.
He's just so powerful and explosive and very reserved in his movements. You see him, he looks almost relaxed and lackadaisical in there. And then out of nowhere, he will explode.
And that left hand is always right there. And he's ready to fire away at any time.
He has faced some endurance problems in the past.
Tim Kennedy fight.
Yeah, and a lot of that can be, well, that was really him getting hurt in that fight. And that was one of the most controversial moments inside the octagon, where Kennedy had him badly hurt at the end of the second round. Oh, big kick to the body by Yoel. And then Yoel stayed on his stool for far longer than the 1 minute allotted time. And Kennedy was complaining. And Yoel wound up stopping him in the third round.
Focusing on New York's own Chris Weidman. See what his attack is. First fight in 11 months. He had a 9-fight UFC win streak going into the Rockhold battle.
You can see the big red spot on Chris's body where Yoel landed that kick. You look for that side kick to the leg there. Takedown attempt by Weidman, and he gets it.
But not for long.
Not for long at all.
Wow, good perseverance by the All-American.
Another attempt by Weidman, dragging that leg. Yoel defends. But interesting, Weidman letting him know that he will attack with his wrestling.
Not only did Chris Weidman wrestle at Hofstra, he was a volunteer assistant coach at his alma mater. He's been with Ray Longo and Matt Serra for a long, long time.
And if you talk about the key to beating Yoel Romero, it may very well be making a fight a very high-paced fight.
Yep.
That would include defending takedowns. And the more Weidman can get Yoel to do that, there's a good kick to the body by Weidman, and another one, and another one. And look for an axe kick there. And again, goes back to the takedown attempts, but this time Yoel reverses it. Good leg kick by Weidman. Briefly stands in the southpaw position, now back to orthodox.
Mix it up, keep a frenetic pace.
Well, that's one of Weidman's strengths, is his endurance.
Black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu from Enzo Gracie and Matt Serra back in May of 2015 is when he officially earned it. What an honor.
Good counter there by Weidman. Very calm in the pocket.
Very calm. Little slip and then the return. Romero training an American top team. Pushing forward now. Dangerous at every moment. Again, Weidman, combinations, changing levels, and shoots.
One more takedown attempt, and he gets it this time. He's on his back here. Let's see what Romero does.
Tough to keep Romero down.
Well, he's just got incredible wrestling ability and freak strength. But Weidman is on his back here.
One of the most popular figures in international wrestling for over a decade. Romero earned his medal in Sydney, Australia back in 2000.
He's looking for the Kimura on Weidman here, and the time is up.
Tonight's Corner Cam brought to you by Monster Energy. Unleash the beast.
Vamos. Tenemos que hacer más este round, okay?
You have to do more in this round.
Tenemos que hacer mucho más este round.
You have to do a lot more, okay?
Tira un poco más las manos esa, redúcele la distancia.
Use a little bit more your hand and your distance.
Yeah, just keep that range and keep the fakes going, man. Beautiful.
Keeping him guessing. He's already fucking getting winded. You're burning his
Breathe.
One more round and he's gonna get fucking desperate.
Perfect. That's it. Good deep breath. You good?
Blending it together.
More water? Let's go. Bring it out. Let's go, Chris.
Very confident corner in the champion, excuse me, the former champion, Chris Weidman. And they think that Yoel Romero is already slowing down. Interesting that Romero was covering himself with water in the corner, throwing water on his legs, throwing water on his head and his body.
Let's go. Mario just pushed him out of the way. They begin round 2. Sarah met Ray Longo.
Good kick to the body there by Weidman.
At age 17, Joe, and man, for a long time, both of those guys told us that this young kid, Chris Weidman, was for real.
He's absolutely for real. And so's Yoel Romero. But right now, I like what Weidman's doing. I like how he's constantly mixing it up, especially with the takedown attempts. He's constantly active. He doesn't allow Romero to set up, which is where Romero gets really scary.
Yep.
And the more pressure he puts on, the more Romero's going to slow down.
The Long Islander fighting at MSG. Dream come true for Chris Weidman.
Romero's looking to land. There's that nice inside leg kick by Romero. Fakes by Weidman too. I like that. Keep Romero guessing.
Mixing it up, total strikes. You look at the numbers. Neither fighter really taking control yet.
Good movement by Weidman.
Yeah.
Really like his head movement. He looks very calm and relaxing there.
There was that big left hand by Romero.
Well, Romero always dangerous.
Yeah, that's the fight stopper.
And remember, he stopped Kennedy in the 3rd round in a fight where he was brutalized in the 2nd. So he does carry that power, even if he's tired.
Weidman, the first man to knock out Anderson Silva. Keeman Silva's 38th professional fight.
Nice knee to the body by Weidman, and then a kick. He's talking about an eye poke. Let's see if that's real. Did he get eye poked?
Pegó acá, sí, okay? ¿Está bien?
Let's go to the replay and see if we can get a look at what exactly happened.
Está bien ahora entonces. ¿Está bien? ¿Quiere que se llame doctor o no? A ver. ¿Quiere que se llame doctor o no?
Yeah, for sure. Some fingers went into that right eye. Absolutely.
Should I call in the doctor? You good?
You ready? Let's go.
That's interesting. Yamasaki wasn't buying it. I mean, he definitely got eye poked, and Mario sort of rushed him back into competition.
Romero, a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu as well. A right hand from Weidman.
There's that car kick to the body, but again, Weidman got the leg. What balance.
Spectacular athlete.
So far, his best weapon, Mike, has been that left kick to the body.
2 on the clock in the 2nd. Weidman sprawls.
fighters that can move like that.
19, 29, 39, 49 doesn't seem to matter with Romero.
He's very good at those trips, too.
One of the only people to defeat the great Cael Sanderson, and he did it twice. Pretty much mention it every time Romero fights, but it's that significant.
It's incredibly significant. If you're a fan of amateur wrestling, Cael Sanderson is a stud.
Yep.
And to beat a guy like that twice, it's just an unbelievable accomplishment. Hard knee to the thigh by Romero, and Weidman just can't shake him loose. He's on his back here. And this is the thing. Weidman is a very, very good wrestler, but there's levels to this thing.
Sure.
And Romero is at the highest level. And boom, he gets him down. And he's riding him here. And this has got to be incredibly frustrating for Weidman, who initiated the grappling several times. But once Romero is on him, he's feeling that high-level grappling ability.
Right here, right now. There's All-Americans, there's national champions, there are Olympians, and then there are very few Olympic medalists, and that's what this man is.
And then there's world champions.
Yep.
He's a world champion caliber wrestler. And he's all over Weidman here.
Second best in the world in 2000.
Here's a nice body kick by Romero, and as we said, it's one of the best weapons he's utilized inside the octagon so far. And that one, he got caught. Look at this beautiful trip. Look how he spins effortlessly behind him.
Good. Okay, 5 minutos.
Okay, 5 minutes. We have to win this round. You can't go to a decision. You have to beat him in this round.
And again, cross. Give me some combinations in there too. Reed, you're looking good, man. That was might have stolen at the end. That's it. 5 minutes. You want it, it's yours. He can't. He has nothing on you.
If you shoot, it's right off.
That's
5 minutes, Chris.
Come on, Chris.
Everything you got, Chris. This is everything. We need this round.
UFC fans, let your voice be heard. Tell us who you think is winning each fight by following @UFC on Twitter. All it takes is one click to vote on how you're scoring the fight. See all of the results live. Find out how your vote stacks up.
You ready? Let's go.
Third and final round.
This is shaping up to be very interesting, Mike. Very different corner. Talking to Chris Weidman at the end of round 2 than in 1-1. Very nice kick to the body.
And then they both throw kicks at the same time.
Flying knee. He knocked him out. Wow. That's it. This fight's over.
It is all over. Yoel Romero.
Wow. Wow.
That is an extremely dangerous man.
Look at this. Right in front of us.
Soldier of God.
Wow. And look at that massive gash on the head of Chris Weidman. I mean, he is just pouring blood here as he sits up. And he is still really, really badly hurt. He's trying to sit up, but you look at the way his hands are moving. I mean, he's barely supporting himself. He got really, really badly hurt there.
Fight replay brought to you by Budweiser. This Bud's for you.
And this is what we were talking about. Romero, the sensational, explosive ability that he possesses. I mean, this fight could have been stopped right there for sure and wasn't, unfortunately, because it's over. And Mario Yamasaki lets him take a couple really unnecessary shots. I mean, he flew at him there. And boom, drops bombs on him. Watch this again. Boom! I mean, literally launched himself through the air. Wow. What a knockout for Yoel Romero. Unbelievable.
Joe, it looked like Chris Weidman was looking to either fake or shoot. look for the takedown, and man, he paid.
He's still badly hurt. Weidman has not gotten up yet.
Time for our official decision, brought to you by Metro PCS. Get a fast nationwide 4G LTE network for only $30 period. Wireless figured out. Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki's called a stop to this contest at 24 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by TKO, Yoel, Soldier of God, Romero.
I'm here with the winner, Yoel Romero.
You did it, boy.
I'm here with Yoel Romero. Yoel, congratulations on a truly spectacular knockout victory. Give us your thoughts on how this fight played out.
¿Cuáles son tus pensamientos de cómo se terminó la pelea?
Dios es grande.
God is great.
He entrenado mucho.
I've trained very hard.
No importa lo que haya pasado en mi vida.
It doesn't matter whatever's happened in my life.
Cuántos baches hayas en mi vida.
How many ditches I've had to go through in my life.
Voy a seguir hacia adelante.
I'm going to keep going forward.
Para la meta que Dios me ha puesto.
For what God has given me, the belt.
Now, Yoel, this was a fight for the #1 contender position. You will be challenging for the world title next. Give us your thoughts on that potential matchup.
El que ganaba esta pelea tiene posibilidades de fajarse para el campeonato mundial. ¿Cuáles son tus pensamientos en la segunda pelea?
Tú lo has dicho, Joe.
You said it, Joe.
Es la oportunidad del título.
There's an opportunity for the belt.
Dios la acaba de abrir.
God just finished opening.
Yoel, please take a look at the big screen. Michael Bisping's giving you the thumbs down and the bird.
I love you, Mike. I love you, Mike. You say something like this for me, and now I say you. I love you. See you soon, boy.
Yoel, this is an incredible opportunity for you to fight for the world title. Give us your thoughts on Michael Bisping as a title holder and how you think that fight would play out.
Esta es una increíble oportunidad para pelear por el campeonato mundial. ¿Cuáles son tus pensamientos sobre Michael Bisping y cómo saldrías de esa pelea?
Mike, you see now they're really champion. They're really champions to here. You know me, boy. You know me. You know me. You remember in Germany, when I stay in Germany, you say, Joel Romero, I knew you heard me for wrestling. You forget that? I come now.
Yoel, congratulations on a sensational performance. Yoel Romero, ladies and gentlemen.